Hi, I'm talking about more crazy things that my guitar teacher said today, and they are like seriously disturbing, some of them, so buckle up. Um, so first off, so he said that he always likes to warn me about the kind of Hollywood, like trying to get a job in music, and he says that be careful because they prostitute women and gay men. And I said, why gay men? And he said, oh, because they're more like easily corralled into sexual favors. What the and he just said, yeah, oh yeah, so they get all these pretty women who I guess they're kind of good at music, but it's mostly just because they're pretty and they get them into music, but then they actually take them into the drug cartels and they kidnap them and keep them in warehouses. So be careful. And like, I don't know if there's any kind of truth behind that. It sounds literally insane. But yeah. And then next, he said that he's noticed that no, he wants her to read that someone said it some sort of research study that women use both halves of their brain, but men only use one. No, that's not. It's not possible because like a lobotomy is when someone takes an ice pick through your eye, and then you sever your brain in half, so it's like an emotionless husk because the two sides of your brain can't communicate. And if you only use one, then like that would not be, I don't think that's possible. I have not fact checked this, but I don't think that's possible, and I'm too lazy to fact check it, but there's no way that's true. And they said, but apparently gay men use both sides of the brain. That's what I thought, okay, there's literally no factual basis behind this, because if women use both sides and men use one side, but now you're saying that gay men whose gender, sex did not change because of their sexuality use both sides of the brain. Like, does he just think that like gay men are a separate category, like a different gender? Like, what does he think is going on right now? He said all kinds of crazy things about like gender stuff too, but yeah, he said that, and then he says, I don't want to promote feminism, but women are better at the guitar because they have a point to prove. Like, there's so much to unpack there. First of all, why don't you want to promote feminism? And second of all, why do you think like women always have a point to prove? Like, I feel like that just generally just people woman rock are as accepted as guys. Am I wrong about that? Um okay, so this uses a lot of words that I do not agree should be used. So I'm gonna put quotations around them there. Like they're pretty bad, but yeah, I do not agree with these words. But he said that so there's this big leak with like a bunch of online data that was leaked, and like he says that people just think it was just like a hacker, but I know lots of other people know that it was actually a plot by illegal immigrants. I put quotations around that because it's just like hateful and you shouldn't say that and that's mean. Um, yeah, he said that. He said that. Oh, and he keeps telling me that like World War III is gonna break out and that history is being made and I should be ready because there are gonna be people fighting in the streets, good versus evil. And he always like talks about how all rock music is like very anti-God, so it only listens to music without lyrics. And I don't know if I said that in my last video, but it's kind of effective. Um, and he says like that because Black Sabbath said Satan is my friend, they're anti-God and they hate God, and he's just taking that too far. Like that isn't necessarily entirely insane, but he's just taking that too far. And he said that like he was okay. So this is just like some stuff from his childhood, which isn't crazy, but I think it's just fun to hear about. He said that he was like super goth with like really no not goth yeah he was kind of goth with really long hair, and he was in the bands with like apparently a jock with stubby fingers, so surprising that he could play guitar and all this other weird shit. And they said that he left the bands, and then he kind of like lost being a musician after that because like stuff I forgot. Yeah, that's not very interesting. And he says that he has someone who used to be a student who's now a musician, and that like she has to be really careful because people are going to try to constantly going to be trying to prostitute her. Why? Why is he even telling me this? Like, bro. And he told me a story about how his friend's niece, someone like told her that she could be like uh a model, and they like, walked up her and told her about it, and they got her like a deal, like one deal or something, and she thought she was gonna be like really big, and then the police found her locked up in a warehouse. I don't think he made that up, and that is so fucked, and that's horrifying. And he also said that one time his brother died like a few weeks ago, and he said that he doesn't really get upset about if someone dies if they're in his immediate household because some people just die around him. And that's just kind of sad. But like he said, oh yeah, I didn't know that. He was his fucking brother. I didn't know this. Basically, he was just saying, oh yeah, I didn't cry. I wasn't that upset. because I didn't know him that well and I wasn't really close to him. And I guess because it's his brother and he was old, I guess that could be true. But I feel like he should be upset if his brother died. I don't know. I don't know what the relationship was, but that just marks me as kind of why. Yeah. Hmm. Other crazy things? Oh, yeah. No, I already said it in my last video. Yeah. I think that's it for now. There's probably other crazy things that I'm forgetting. But I think it's, as I said in the last video, that you should check out with more crazy things that he said. Like, more crazy than this, but also, like, more amount. You should check that one out. I don't remember where I was going with that. Yeah. Bye. Thanks for watching.